Guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make your cookies. I have different recipe of cookies, but this is the first one I'm going to be showing you today on this video. So the ingredients are 300 grams of flour, all purpose of flour, 180 grams of brown sugar, or you can use white sugar if you want as well, 200 grams of butter. You can use liquid vanilla if you want, or you can use this vanilla here. I'm going to be using a half of the vanilla stick. You can use any one you have. So I'm going to be using also 1 egg, 100 grams of nuts flour. I decided to blend my own flour, my own nut by myself, but you can buy the already made flour. Or if you don't want a nut, you can use any nut of your choice, any nut of your choice. And if you don't want to use the nut, you can substitute it with flour. So, and the cutter that I'm going to be using to cut this cookie. So these are the ingredients I'm going to be using, and let's get to the preparation of these cookies. So guys, the next step is I'm going to mix the flour. I'm going to combine the sugar and the butter and cream them. You can use a spatula to cream them if you don't want to use your blending machine. If you have a cake mixer, is perfect. But if you don't have a cake mixer, you can always use a spatula to mix them all together. So I'm going to go ahead now and cream this until they are fluffy. Then I will bring you back. So guys, I'm going to go ahead now and add 1 egg inside the egg that I'm using, and continue mixing them until they all come together. Then I will show you the next step. So guys, I'm done creaming them, and this is the consistency we are looking for. So let's move to the other step. So guys, the next step is I'm going to add the vanilla now. Like I said, you can always use the liquid vanilla if you want. So add the vanilla beans inside. You can add 1 full one if you are the type that love vanilla so much. So you can always add full one. So after adding them, you need to mix them all together. Just mix them all together to make sure that they are well combined. So guys, after mixing the vanilla, now you are going to add the nuts and the normal flour that you are using. Then if you notice that if you are working with a cake mixer, you can always use the mixer to do this particular job. But if you are working with your hand, just like as I'm doing now, you will first of all mix it with a spatula, just like you are seeing on the camera on this video. Then you will change from the spatula, take off the spatula, because you know spatula cannot do the job for you now. Then use your hand now to start working them in. So I'm going to continue mixing them now with my hand. Then I will show you when they are all combined. So guys, this is what you get, but as you notice, they are still a bit sticky. But when you're doing a biscuit, make sure when you're making a biscuit, make sure that you don't add too much flour to get that consistency you want. So I'm only going to add a little bit extra flour and mix them all together. That is all I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to add excess flour. Then I will just mix them all together, work them in together. Then I will put them in the fridge. So I will show you when I'm done working them in. It takes about a few minutes to get this done. So make sure that the extra flour you're going to add inside is not too much. So guys, this is what you should get. This is exactly what you should get. Make sure you don't add too much flour inside this biscuit. So now we're going to move to the next step by using a cling film to fold them in and put them in the fridge to stay for about 30 minutes. So guys, I went ahead to clean my hand first. So what you're going to be doing now is you're going to wrap them with this cling film. Make sure they are well wrapped. Then you're going to send them to the fridge. Allow them to stay in the fridge for minimum 30 minutes. Minimum 30 minutes. So when I take them out of the fridge, we're going to continue to the next final step. So guys, so you can see I left it to sit for more than 1 hour. An hour because I was busy doing other things. But if you have the time, just minimum 30 minutes, you're going to leave it to stay in the fridge. So now we're going to move to the next step. I'm going to flour my board now. Then I'm going to divide them into two to be able to work it from the board. I don't want them to be too much on the board. So I'm going to keep this one aside. I'm going to set the other half aside. Make sure you flour them your board very well, so it will not stick. Just make sure you roll them to the, if you want them to be thick, you roll them to be thick. As you can see, I'm trying not to add too much flour into this because I don't want them to overflow. So I want the cookies very, very soft. But you can always, if you find it hard to roll them like this, you can always add extra flour into it. So you just roll them to your choice. If you want them to be a thick cookies, you roll them very thick. If you want them to be a tiny cookies, you roll them tiny. You roll them to the flats for them to be tiny. So now I'm going to use Christmas cutter. This is a Christmas tree cutter. So I'm just going to use any form of the Christmas that I want, the Christmas cookie cutter that I want. Then I'm just going to place them over and give them the shape I want. This is the shape of Christmas tree. So if you want to give them this shape of like angel, just have to place them on the cookies, and here you have them. Here you have angel cookies. So I'm going to continue doing the same to all the cookies. Then I will bring you back to show you how many I cut out of this. So guys, I'm done cutting this one. As you can see, I gave them a shape of Christmas tree, as you can see here. So I'm going to send them to the oven and allow them to cook. I've preheated my oven at 170 degrees. So I'm going to allow them to cook in the oven for about 15 minutes or 20 minutes, or until they are cooked. I will bring you back to show you. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut the remaining dough into cookies. So when I'm done, when I remove them from the oven, I will show you what they looks like. So guys, this is the second tray. So another way you can do this with this sugar sand is, before you put them in the oven, you just sprinkle a bit of red sugar or any color sugar you want. You just decorate them and press them a bit down. Just like I'm doing here. So you sprinkle the red green sugar in all the cookies. Depends on the way you want the colors to go. Then after doing it, then you send them to the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and continue doing this just like you saw already. So I'm going to go ahead and do it for the remaining cookies. Then I'll bring you back. Okay guys, now that I'm done sprinkle the sugar sprinkle over the cookies, I'm going to bake them now. So I'm going to show you when they are out of the oven. So guys, as you can see, they are out of the oven and they are looking so pretty. Yes. So I'm going to add them on the plate now, all the cookies together. Then I will show you what I got from this cookie. You see, when you do it this way, it doesn't have to be, it will not go out because it cooks together with the dough. So the colors, the sugar sprinkles stick at the dough. Take. My son loved this cookie so much. He have eaten, I think, 4 already. 4 of this cookie already. Look at that. I'm so loving. I am so loving these cookies. It's very simple. It's very simple. You don't even need much decoration if you don't want to add any more decoration. But I will be coming up with another one, another cookie where I will make the cookie, then I will decorate the cookie in different ways. Look at that. Look at how pretty this cookie is. Yes. So guys, I'm going to take the remaining one out of the oven. I just want to show you what the cookie looks like after the oven. Thank you all for watching, and please support us by subscribing to our channel. Share this video to reach your loved ones, and I will be coming up with more recipe for food, cooking, cookies, and cakes soon. So thank you all for watching and subscribing as well. I will see you all on my next video. God bless you all. Bye.